Time for an interview in the context. Okay, let's read from the beginning. We congratulate you on being internally elected as the representative for Germany 2010. Let's start with the questions. In the context of the situation where we are currently experiencing, it will always be important to ask, how are you and how is your family? Oh, thank you so much. Well, I'm great, and my family is actually very well too. My sister got the key for the car today. She came, but she was not allowed in because of Corona. She didn't come in because of Corona, but she got the key for the car. In 3 words, how do you define yourself as human or as an artist? And as an artist. Well, I always describe myself as an optimist in training. Yeah, because I'm not optimistic all the time, but I try to be. Music has been with you since you were a child. You play various instruments, although you and the ukulele are one and the same. How has it been to be accompanied almost your whole life by music? How is it? How has it been? I can't, like, I don't know. I don't know how it is, like, how it's not like that. You know what I mean? Because I only know that. Additional to your song for Eurovision, we know Dibidi. What do you feel about the song and how well was it received? Oh, thank you so well. You didn't even say you liked it, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. Well, it was well received. Like, actually, it was more received after I got announced to go to the Eurovision Song Contest, and it got a lot of views because of that. And it's only on YouTube, so I will try to put it on Spotify and produce it for real soon. What do you feel about this song? And I love it. It's a beautiful song, and it's one of my babies. The selection process for Germany is extensive. But I want to reproduce it, the song. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. I'm all over the place, you can tell right now. Getting a WhatsApp message. The selection process for Germany is extensive and quite demanding. At what point did you say I must apply, and what do you think of being a direct finalist? Well, it was during my studies, during college, where I said, when we watched we watched the Eurovision together, we had a big screen and we watched it and we drank shots, and I said to my friends, one day I'm going to stand on that stage. I promise you that. And it worked. I don't like being a direct finalist because I think in that way you cannot really prove yourself if you're worthy of going to the finals. According to the videos you published recounting your Eurovision experience, we can perceive you as someone very spontaneous, outgoing and witty. How is Jendrik beyond music? Jendrik beyond music is spontaneous, outgoing and witty. No. Well, I am outgoing and I'm spontaneous. I'm not witty all the time. But yeah, I am very outgoing, very not introvert, I'm a very extroverted person. Like, I need my friends, I need people to communicate with people. Continuing with the theme of your funny video, where does all the creative and positive energy come from to tell your Eurovision process in such a different way from others? Well, I started doing those videos, like the reason why I was able to apply for the Eurovision Song Contest is because I did those TikTok videos, those behind the scenes of the music video. So I said to myself, well, I want to continue this because it's the reason why I got here, and so it should be the last thing that I will be doing. And so I will continue those little videos, even though right now it's harder to do them because of time. How was the creative process of I Don't Feel Hate? Well, I created the song, I started creating it in April 2019, like from there is the first voice message, and after that I created it over the summer, and then I produced it with my friend in November 2019. And yeah, so it has a long coming. But yeah, okay, you of course want to know what's the inspiration behind it. Well, it's it's a person who mistreated me and was disrespectful to me, and I felt hate towards that person. But then I said, no, let's take a step back and not feel hate back, and it worked. And I talked to that person, and it worked. The concept of the official video of your proposal has many symbols, very well thought out to convey the lyrics. Did it turn out exactly as you had it in your mind? Kinda, yeah. It did. Because I knew it would have this trash feeling, because I'm not a professional. So I knew it would be... It pretty much turned out how I wanted it to turn out. Yeah. The message of your song is not to feel hatred towards others, and it is a song of respect. Have you ever felt hatred? Yes. Yes, I have. I mean, that's the reason, also the reason why I wrote the song, as a reminder for myself to not feel hate. There's always, I think it's utopian to say nobody feels hate. So yeah, I've felt hate before, but I still try not to. Unfortunately, you cannot keep everyone happy, and on different occasions you have received unconstructive criticism about your song. Do you really always take it with the humor that characterizes you, or has there been a day that has affected you? No, actually, the criticism against the song, I really, really don't care about. Because I created the song to make me happy, and I hope, and I see that it makes other people happy too. So people saying, oh, it's trash and it's weird, I'm like, yeah, well, you can think that, because I like it, and I know there's people out there who like it too. But of course there's been criticism against me or myself, and when I read too much criticism and not the positive things, of course it gets to you, but not against the song, not at all. If you could choose a recognized character in the world, to whom could you dedicate your song? If you could choose a recognized character in the world, to whom could you dedicate your song? Who would it be and why? I do not get the question. If you could choose a recognized character in the world, to whom you could dedicate your song. Oh, I don't get the question. Next one. As measures for Eurovision 2021, countries must record a backup video in case they cannot travel to Rotterdam. Will there be a substantial changes in the Eurovision scenario with respect to the... Yes! We changed a lot, because we were in the luxury situation of seeing what we created, and we saw, oh, we want to bring the message more on stage. So there's actually a few changes from the backup video. You recorded the live on tape in Lithuania, and you met the group. Don't alone. How did Lithuania receive you, and how was that moment when you shared time with their representatives? Well, Lithuania is amazing. The team is amazing. They did an amazing job, and they are so nice and so friendly and so well organized. They were really, really cool. And meeting the group was amazing, because those were the first that I met from a different country, and they're very nice. I hope we will see each other again in Rotterdam, and we will be able to talk a bit more than just a few words. Your country's most recent victory came from the charismatic Lena. Do you feel that there are things in common with her that would lead you to repeat that success? I don't know. I actually don't compare myself to others, because if you compare yourself to others, you start changing yourself, because you're like, oh, she's already doing that, I cannot do that. For example, if I compared myself to others from the Eurovision Song Contest, I mean, Stefan Raab played the ukulele too, and everybody's like, oh, he played the ukulele, do you see yourself as something like that? And I would have said, if I knew that he played the ukulele, I would have said, oh, I can't play it. But I just do what I do, and I won't compare myself to them. What's next for Jendrik after Eurovision? Tell us about all your projects. Well, it depends on the money. I would love to produce my own music and put it out there, but it's a question of money, actually. Eurovision is a festival that has a large number of fans in Latin America. Did you know that? What do you think? I did know that, and I love that. There's so many writing, oh, greetings from Mexico, greetings from Brazil, and it's so cool that there's so many fans. I believe they're like one of those countries will be the next one after Australia, who will be taking part at the Eurovision Song Contest. Do you know any country in our continent, or would you like to bring your music? One? Yes, well, I know a lot of countries there, and a lot of friends have been to many countries in Latin America. And I have not been to any countries yet, but I would love to travel around the countries. Oh my god, I have a frog in my... Can you hear that? Oh my god, this sounds so weird. Would you like to collaborate with a Latin artist? Who would it be? Yes, with Oxa. Finally, any message you want to share with Eurovision Song Contest fans in Latin America and beyond our frontiers? Yes. Don't be afraid to work for your dreams. Don't be afraid to put it out, and don't be afraid to say your opinion and speak your opinion. And don't be afraid to tell people that hurt you that they are hurting, but do not hate back. That was very, very cheesy, but it's a very important message. Once again, thank you very much for your time. We admire you and your great talent and wish you success in the Netherlands. Thank you so much.